your character's just so delicious. How much fun do you have? Like, there's just that swagger. How much fun is that to play? Because it looks like fun.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Charles Vane. I mean, as an actor, it's been like a treat to get to play that kind of role. I think I've been waiting to play a role like that pretty much my whole life, and I think it's kind of the kind of role that got me excited about acting in the first place when I was watching movies as a kid and that. So, I mean, to be honest, I have a lot of fun, sometimes too much fun, playing Charles Vane, and they have to tell me to stop having so much fun.
I remember really early on you were saying that certain criminals or certain types of people will come to a place like New Providence, and their job is to kind of swing their dick a bit, to go, I'm here, to be visible, to a bit of a pissing contest. And I think that our characters, definitely a couple of them, some don't, but this show does focus on some pirates who want to, they've been at sea for a month, they get back, they need to go, I'm here, don't mess with us.
Yeah. Well, I think there's that wanting to be the best, wanting to be the most feared, most respected thing. I don't know. It's very fun, and also, I mean, I guess like the accent they're letting me work in and all that. It's just been a blast.
They're kind of the rock stars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We actually, it's funny, in scripts now, sometimes it calls us like
the band is back together.
Is the bromance going to be mended in the second season?
Well, you'll see they definitely, I mean, the characters in the show all have relationships that go, far back. There's a lot of history.
And an actual history between our two characters. And I know the writers don't want to shy away from that eventually.
Is there anything that you've added to your character that wasn't originally scripted?
Quite a few things.
Yeah, totally.
Can you give us some examples?
Well, it depends on what you're asking. I mean, for instance, there's been a lot of talk. I added the cigar. That was just like I was like, I'm smoking a cigar. He's totally smoking a cigar. Stuff like that. But then also just, what's been great working with the writers on the show is that they've, since the beginning, we've all been like, very open in the creative process about growing the parts and what's important to them. So yes, and some of them are small things and some of them are kind of
that's right. I get quite a few little frustrated little noises and extra words in because my character obviously is kind of under the thumb screws all the time, and a few of them are made through little under the breath stuff.
It's always great when you get something you slide in and it's just like idea.
Yeah, it's a good question. A lot of them, and I'm sure I can think of one. I really enjoyed the scenes where we took over the brothel. It was a great moment for me because it's obviously not a place they want to be as pirates, running a small business. It's not cool and it's not rock star. But it was vital so they didn't actually starve to death. And I like that little transition, and especially with Clara and Zach being so pissed off about being landlocked, but my guy at least kind of as a sort of entrepreneur kind of going, come on, look at this, it's beautiful, it's the shade, there's pretty women everywhere, it's not that bad, is it?
That was a fantastic scene. Yeah, because that was like getting to play the kind of like hungover, beat up part of Charles Vane when he's not doing just when he's
because also when you get to an island, the captain, it's not really, kind of his downtime, it's his R&R.
It's really, because essentially that's the rest time. I mean, we've only really seen him in season 1 kind of at rest. He's not, because that's all, the captain is really just in charge when they're in an engagement. It's really the only reason that the captain is in charge. So yeah, that's really fun. And I mean, to me, I'd been waiting for a long time to do a bunch of stunt stuff. So getting to fight Alvarez and all that was pretty awesome. Especially they built that whole location, and I hadn't seen it, and I showed up to do those scenes. And I was like, oh my God, you guys just built this. And then literally a week later, they took it apart and it was gone. So they just built all of that for a week, not even for like 3 days.
Yeah, that was brutal. Zach throws himself into the stunts incredibly. Doesn't want anyone else doing them.
It's way too fun.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask if this is like the most physically taxing project you've ever worked on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. I hadn't stepped inside a gymnasium ever until 2 years ago. And I'm like, right, that's a thing. That's a real part of my life.
Now he works out every day.
Yeah. Except this morning.
They had no.
Did you get the scripts of the whole season at once, or just one? But
No. They come in. When the writers are ready. They send them out, and that's always like Christmas morning for the cast. Just,
Yeah.
and we're all calling each other. Dude, did you read what you do?
That's right.
Are there ever any moments where you're like, what? Why?
Yes, all the time. I mean, you, and sometimes you don't quite get it, and then you realize you're like, oh my God, that's so perfect. I mean, these guys are doing a really good job right now. We've all been very happy with the scripts.
Because I suppose what you're always chasing as a writer is a mixture of, are you kidding? And oh, of course. You want both. Oh my God. Oh, of course that's happening. And sometimes that's not evident until like the next episode. So as actors, sometimes you're sitting there thinking the same thing, going, where's this going? 4 weeks later, you go, oh, it's going there.
That's the payoff.
What fun. Yeah. We get a sort of a glut of 1 to 3 episodes at the very beginning, because they're obviously written more over the break, and then it starts being pretty much drip fed to us, and they're writing right up until.
And then as we get to the end of the season, sometimes we're like, guys,
Start shooting tomorrow.
Start shooting tomorrow. I haven't got a script yet. I would like to maybe know. I mean, especially for Charles Lane, since one word answers a lot, it's not a big deal. But for someone like Rackham, who's got 87 pages of chat to do, it's good to get them as early as possible.
Yeah, that's right. Cool.
It's great talking to you.
It was great talking to you.